Well, we got some news. The plate coral is dying, but part of the dying process is popping out little babies. So I got some little babies in there. Yeah, at least one or two there, and a couple of little green spots popping up here and there. One over here towards the center near the mouth. So here in a few months, I might have some baby plate corals up for grabs. Tank seems to be pretty happy today. These guys are just as happy as can be. Got a bunch of little heads popping out here and there. Yeah, they're all pretty happy today. I started out with 3 of these guys on the frag plug. So finally getting the water parameters dialed in, all the nutrients and everything. So really happy with how well this guy's doing. This guy too, he was struggling when I first got him. Almost no flesh. You could still see the green mouths, but that was it. Now you can see all the flesh is recovering, and the little tentacles, feeder tentacles are out. And a pretty cool little blasto. So I'm going to start filling in the inside with some corals. And I'm looking forward to seeing this tank grow out. There's another one of those that was just 2 or 3 heads on the frag plug, just as happy as can be. Little photo bomber there. Happy little mushroom. And this guy is a Dragon Soul, I believe Dragon Soul Favia. he was really struggling too. I think the main cause for so many of these corals to struggle was that I had high nitrates and zero phosphates. So I've increased water changes and started dosing phosphates to the tank to bring the number up. So these corals have kind of turned around and seem to be pretty happy with what I'm doing. So I'll give it some time and see where it goes. And these guys, they were just on a little 1-inch frag plug, and each like little shelf of these corals, each shelf is about 3-4 inches across now. You can still kind of make out where the frag plugs are. I want to thank everybody that offered their help and their suggestions on how to get the tank running smoother. Really appreciate all the advice and support that I've gotten. It's pretty little zoas. So this is the batch that I'm going to start placing on the inside. And I got a couple more corals that are going to be shipped tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I really love that Dragon Sophavia though. He's just so pretty. Now these guys here, I don't know if they're getting too much light, but they aren't very happy. I may have to pop that frag plug off and relocate it someplace lower and give them a chance to recover. Some more zoas. And these guys are probably getting about 80, 90 par when the lights are at their peak. I may have to look at a place closer to the bottom to mount them as well. Another really happy coral. And he's filling out nicely. I started out with 2 on this frag plug, and I think I got like 1 or 2 new heads popping out. I just love seeing the little feeder tentacles coming out. Yeah, these guys, they're taking over, and that's kind of what I wanted, was for them to cover and fill out. So awesome. And this guy, little mushroom. He looks like he is split twice, or once actually. So I got 2 mushrooms in there. And it almost looks like it's pinching off near the mouth on the one towards the back. So I may have 3 then. I'm pretty excited about that. And this guy between the rocks, he hopped off of this frag and floated around a while, wound up between the rocks here. And he's doing great. He seems happy. Nice little, I believe that's a candy cane. He's filling out pretty nicely. Got a dude getting his veggies on. eating some algae. These Pavona frags, this one, and then there's one way over there on the opposite side. They were struggling for a while, and again, once I started reducing the nitrates and increasing the phosphates, they've really bounced back. So on this frag rock here, I got, looks like 2 different mushrooms. I'm not sure what the purple with the green dots is, but there's 2 of those on there. And then this guy was a hitchhiker. So I think I spent 30 bucks for the rock with the mushrooms and got this little torch coral as a hitchhiker. So super score on that. And he's really coming into his own. I mean, he just, I love watching it. Some more zoas. And then my nems. Now this was one nem and it split 3 parts off. And 2 of those parts that split off didn't survive. So I got these 2. They seem pretty happy with the lighting and the flow towards the back of the tank. And then this is my recovery story. He was really struggling. There was a lot of skeleton visible, and he's gotten a lot of his flesh back and a lot more color. You can't really tell on the camera because of the filter, but these orange and green and purple, really cool. Really happy with this guy. And again, he's in the back corner, so he's not getting blasted with light or flow, and he may just have to stay back there. And then the view of the back of the tank. Doing pretty good, pretty happy. Now I glued a frag plug down yesterday, and I don't see him. He's probably hiding in the rocks, but my triggerfish decided to eat some of the super glue before it hardened. So he's swimming around. There he is. There he goes. He was swimming around with a big chunk of super glue stuck to his mouth and to his teeth, and throughout the day the glue peeled off, and this last night it looked like he had great big huge buck teeth sticking out, but it was the super glue. And it was the funniest thing. But overnight it must have fallen off. He may have rubbed up against a rock, or just from moving his mouth open and close he was able to get the glue chunks off. But everybody in here is doing fine. Again, I want to say thanks to everybody for their suggestions and their help. I wouldn't be where I'm at without you. So thank you. All right, y'all have a blessed evening. We'll talk to y'all soon.